Hello, everybody. Happy WIP It Wednesday. Welcome to my returning subscribers, and welcome to my new subscribers, and welcome to anybody just coming by. Glad to have you. Hi, Sandrine. Good to see you. You're not feeling your best. You're going to leave your thumbprint. Thank you for leaving your thumbprint. And I am so sorry you are not feeling your best. Did you get overexcited this weekend at your family reunion? Hi, Cammie. Good to see you. And there's Lauren. Hello. Hi to you and little Miss. And Nisi. Oh, how are things up there in Montana? I remembered flip flops and lollipops. Miss Gloria, good to see you. How is everybody? And there's Samantha. Hello. And Lorna. It's good to see everybody. Is everybody having a good week? Is it cooling off for everybody? What is in everyone's cups? I couldn't get StreamYard to see all my things, so I don't have all my tabs open. So I'm going to open tabs while you all tell me what you've been up to. Thank you, Nightbot. Nightbot came in strong. Nisi's going to be right back. She's got to make little man a grilled cheese sandwich. Girl, all this time, and little man just, well, let me see. It's 1:48 there. He didn't have lunch at noon. Kids like Nana Michelle and Shorty, they wait until you go on a live and then they decide they want to eat. And then Nisi's uncle went back home yesterday. So she's got to make the sandwiches herself. Hi, Carol. You're working on the Gen Ivy top and you've got beer. Beer. Girl, let me drink some beer and try to crochet. It will not be pretty. It will not be pretty. Lauren says, nope, more heat waves forecast here. I posted my FO in the group. Got a new WIP. You posted your FO in the group. Well, we won't see that until Friday. I got a new WIP, Little Clouds, baby blanket on the hook, and Tulsi tea in my cup. Working, though not crocheting. Oh, you're still at work. What time do you get off work, Lauren? Little Clouds. Okay, let's see what I got going on here. I got my tab open. Yay. Yay. It's the little things. It is the little things that make me happy. It really is. Now let's see if I can get it to do what I want it to do. Any old who. And oh Lord, I have to open YouTube because I cannot see the emojis. I don't know what Carol's doing to me. Carol, that had better be a nice emoji. That's all I can say because we're better friends than that. Oh, that's one thing StreamYard could do for me. It could show me, the emojis. All I get is squiggly lines, and I don't like that. There we go. Now I got to make me quiet. Okay. Now, what did Carol do? Am My chin just jumped. Did everybody just come in? She's right after Lauren. Oh, you're laughing at me. Why are you laughing at me, Carol? Girl, look. Gloria is working on a ruffled scarf and headset and a tam. Water in her cup. Because I was trying to figure out in tam water, what color is tam water? Whoa. It's been a week already. It has been a week already. Lauren's working hours are very flexible, but she likes working in the evening as that's when she's the most productive. Okay. All right. Hi, Joy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Cammy is making a granny square afghan from his cotton yarn scraps. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a scrap blanket. Nothing at all. Hi, Joni. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. And Joni just finished uploading her first WIP It Wednesday video share. That's what's on her hook and coffee in her cup. That's nice. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Carol is sitting on the back porch watching her grandson swim in his little pool. Oh, that is so cute. Aren't they precious at that age? Carol was laughing about you drinking and crocheting. Girl. And the truth will set you free. And Sandrine crochets in her sleep. When I get that tired, I always end up having the frog because it's I look at it and I go, what were you doing? What were you thinking? What stitch is that? Lauren says the 9 to 5 is fundamentally flawed for me. I'd actually be better doing night work. Well, since you work from home, you can do night work. My shift when I came back to work was supposed to be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That let me miss the rush hour traffic. And that let me get off in time to go to dance class, have dinner with friends, and have a social life. That was the one shift I didn't work, the one I was hired for. I don't know how that happened. And then the floor manager says, oh, we never had a shift like that. And I was like, but that's what I was hired for. Yeah, no. So I ended up finally working 3 to 11:30 because there was too much politicking on days, and they had me rotating shifts to cover everybody's shift. And I can't sleep like that. I can't be up one day and up the next night and up the day after that. It didn't work for me. So I was like, find a shift and let me stay there. And I ended up being on the second shift, which, it was all right. It was all right. Oh, let's see. There we go. I'm talking and looking and it's not working for me. Lauren, I've got your FO, but I don't have your WIP. Did you send me a picture of your WIP? And it's beautiful. Okay, I got this. Let me close that, or my stuff is just going to lag, my dear, darling, wonderful internet. You worked 11 a to 7 p. Yeah, Lorna, that's what I was supposed to work, and I would have enjoyed it. It would have been, the best of all worlds, but didn't work out that way. Natural Nene, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. How are you? And how is your little Miss S doing? I got too many things to read here. And it just disappeared. Because I had a hiccup on my internet. I will be so happy when I get a different internet provider out here, because I am going to jump ship. This is a WIP from our dear darling Miss Racine with lots of tips. She is making a purple romper. She finished the other romper. Racine has an FO, because we know Racine knits and crochets all day. And she does beautiful work. So that is her latest baby romper. And then she is also doing that's a rib, and I forgot what it's a rib of. But she's knitting that. She's knitting and crocheting at the same time. The knitting that I started is still sitting in the other room in my WIP pile. It will get done. It will get done sometime. I'm just not going to say when. Lauren says, for a typical job, my favorite hours were the 10 to 6 I did years ago. But yeah, I like working the weird hours. I haven't sent the WIP yet. Oh, well, good. I was like, I can't find it. I only just started it, a few rows in. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. As long as it's that you haven't sent it, because I couldn't find it and I didn't know where else to look for it. So good, that's fine. I'm good. She's doing a lot of talking right now. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How's everything in your neck of the woods? Lauren says, I tend to do 8P to 11P and 8A to 11A. So you work from 8 until 11, that's 3 hours. And 8A until 11, that's another 3 hours. Well, that's 6 hours. And intermittently throughout the afternoon to do the day-to-day stuff that needs to be handled. Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard when you have little misinterrupting you. So I can see doing 3 hours at a time. I'm just not that disciplined anymore. Denise says it's good, and she's good. It's hot in Ontario, Canada. I don't know why I never thought that Canada got hot. I always thought it was okay. Our northern states are known for blizzards, cold, storms, snow, ice, the whole gamut. And with Canada being north of our northern states, I just assumed, yes, I know what happens when you assume, but I just assumed that it was all cold, dreary, dank weather. See what happens when you assume. I know better, but it's they don't teach us, or they didn't teach me. I don't know what they're teaching nowadays, but they didn't teach me those social things from other countries when I was in school. They taught you about the wars and who killed who to take over their land and all of the, horrendous things, but how you cook over an open fire. Who came up with the bright idea to separate eggs? Who came up with the bright idea to spin yarn? What was the mental process behind that? You've got sheep. You slaughter the sheep for food. Somebody decided that, hey, I can take the whole hide and cover up in it. It's warm. Who thought about shearing sheep and trying to spin wool? Who thought about taking grass and beating it and taking the flax and making linen and weaving it into cloth? What was that mental process? That's the kind of history I like to learn about. It's like, what made you think about that? Why did you take that grass and say, hey, I can weave this and I can make linen and I can make cloth and I can sew it together and have something to wear? Who does that? Somebody did, and I'm glad they did, but they were brilliant, and they just didn't know they were brilliant. Cammy works 9:45 to 1:45. His time technically is 10 to 2, but he gets to the Goodwill store 15 minutes early, and he starts right after he drops off his stuff. And he gets there 15 minutes early so he can go through the yarn and all the books, and he can get all the good things before anybody else sees them. There is a method behind Cammy's madness. He gets there early so he can shop first. Denise says, no, only in the winter. Did I know you had a summer in Canada? My education was sorely lacking. I'm sorry. There is Granny. How are you doing? So good to see you. I would ask you about your WIP, but then you'll just turn around and tell me you've got too many WIPs to tell me about. I don't know why you do that to me, Granny. It's so good to see you. How are you feeling? And Carol says, who came up with the bright idea to roast coffee beans? Who came up with the bright idea to do anything with coffee beans? Why would you take this little green bean and decide to do? Who looked up at this palm tree and saw this coconut and decided that it was okay to spend 2 days beating this shell open to see what was in the inside? What made them think there was anything inside of the coconut? The first person who did all of these things, I want to know why. What was so intriguing about that coconut that you wanted to find out if there was anything inside of it? And in case you didn't know, my middle name is Question. These things I ask. And my cousins love me on our weekly genealogy Zoom meeting because I'm always asking, who are the parents? Where did they come from? And then we go off and we figure it out. It's like, okay, how are we related to these people? Well, I don't know. They always said we were cousins. Okay, how are we cousins? We go off and we try to figure it out. And they're like, okay, what's our next assignment? It's like, well, we don't know anything about this person. And they're like, okay, we will. Yes, we had a late lunch because I had a live earlier. Oh, yep, that makes perfect sense. That you went live earlier? Where was I? I don't know. I had to go get my glasses. They did not have any real snazzy glasses this time. So I got these. And I'm saving my other glasses. So when my next exam comes up and I can get new lenses, I'm going to have them put in my last glasses because these are cute, but my last glasses were pretty. I'm going back to my pretty frames. And everybody's speaking to Granny, and Granny is speaking to everybody. And Yes, Cammy has strategy skills. Yes, he does. He was like, I go in early and I start early. No, Cammy, you go in early so you can shop. I know what you do. Because if you look at Kelly's Crochet Adventures, Cammy will come on and show you everything that he has bought while he was at work. He goes in early to shop. We have a new, excuse me, we have a new Goodwill store on our side of town. Oh, when are you going, Granny? Are you going to do a live shopping trip? Do we get to see? Granny is still working on several do-rags and a shawl from Make Along. This is how far I've gotten in my do-rag. I started it and that's how far I've gotten. I've got this and I've got one more set of LoveLims. So I've got 2 more do-rags. And then I have to, then by that time it'll be time for hats. And I've got some 24/7 cotton, but it'll be fall time, so I can use acrylic. You love secondhand stores. I don't have good luck with finding things at secondhand stores. That my mother and grandmother would go once a week and they would come back with treasures. Aisha, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Lorna asks, why at the gas pump is there a sign saying not to put the nozzle in your mouth? Oh. Oh, my Lorna. Girl, I pulled up to the gas station today and they had signs on 2 of the handles that it was out. So I'm driving around at the pump, to get a good pump. And it turns out they were out of the premium and diesel, but they had the regular. And I said, well, good. I only want the regular, but I thought the whole pump was down. So I was able to fill up for $3.73 a gallon. And I did not think I would ever say that $3.73 a gallon was cheap, but it is cheap. And I was happy with it. Jeannie, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I should get a package from you this Friday and it's Amazon. Jeannie, you didn't. Oh, girl, thank you so very much. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. And yeah, I cannot imagine. I cannot. Oh, and I am wearing my, well, I can't make me any bigger. I am wearing my VJ earrings from, nope, wrong side. Try that side. From Queen Nadira. And they're light because I looked at them and I said, oh, those earrings are going to hurt. They're going to be heavy. They are so light. So I don't think that I got myself together. Oh, it's in my Happy Mail video. All of Queen Nadira's links. Hi, Daphne. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Is everything okay? What have you been working on? I know you're knitting something fantastic. Oh, Zoila, did I miss you? Don't put don't put the gas nozzle in your mouth. You think somebody was trying to siphon gas out of the nozzle? They could. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. There are other holes you should. Okay. You all know I work trauma. Lauren, you opened yourself up for this one. We got a young man in one day who put what was it? The air compressor nozzle in his backside. We had to do a barium enema to see if he had torn things open, and that compressed air made little holes in his intestines. They had to go in and repair. And I was like, why would you do that? Yeah. I I have stories about where people have placed inanimate objects, and I would just sit there and go, why? What made you think that that would feel good? They didn't teach me that in anatomy class. I'm like, what? Yarn Barf Christy, hello. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Marsha Lee, hey, what's up? What's up? What you doing, girlfriend? Wait a minute. I know you frogged everything last time I talked to you, and you were going to work on a sweater. Are you working on the sweater, or what are you doing, Marsha Lee? And everybody's speaking. And if I've missed your comment, please drop it again, because I'm trying to skip all of the hellos so I can keep up with the chat, because we all know I'm always 10 minutes behind. And I want to know what everybody's talking about. Sabrina, so good to see you. What color are your earrings? They are bronze. Yes, they are bronze. Because Queen Nadira gave me a choice of colors, and I asked her if she had gold, and she says I have bronze. I said bronze will work. Zoila, I was just thinking the same. I don't get that. I didn't understand it. It was like, why? What happened? What am I doing here? But then it's kind of like, okay. And I kept looking at the sign. It's like, you're saying you have gas, but you're saying that the pump is out. Oh, it's just those two pumps. Okay, we'll try it. It worked. I got gas. I'm good for a while, and I filled up. Now, if it drops to 360 tomorrow, I may cry, but hey, it's better than the four whatever we were working with. If you're in A&E because of, wait, if you're in A&E because they're accidentally, you're lying. Girl, honey, yeah, no, there was no accident. It was intentional. But why? And when your patient is laying on the table and you hear humming coming from under the sheets, and you're like, okay. Yeah. We have several x-rays of some very interesting things. All is well. I've been crocheting earrings since yesterday using two of DIY Creations tutorials. Oh, Daphne, that sounds wonderful. I like crocheted earrings. I just can't. I'm like Granny D now, squirrel. Every time somebody comes up with something, I want to do it. And I don't crochet fast enough. There are not enough hours in the day. But yeah, I like doing, I just like crafting, you know? I like crafting. Oh no. Right. What was he thinking of? Yeah. I mean, if you're in a filling station, you're out there with other people. You're just gonna drop your pants, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Marshall wants to know what shenanigans you're up to. And but she's, oh Lord, I can't say it, Marshall, because I'm laughing too hard too. Jeannie says, working as a nurse in New York City, I have seen it all. Jeannie, I used to say that working as a trauma tech in St. Louis, but they still keep coming up with things I have not heard of, never thought anybody would think of. And if I had stopped saying I had seen it all, because somebody would make a liar out of me. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, the stories I could tell. I am making the easy breezy shawl with Kristen Amdahl. Are you? She's got some pretty creations. Everybody on YouTube has pretty creations, but yeah, Kristen Amdahl has some pretty things. Kelly, how you doing? What you up to? And Kelly saying hi to everybody in the chat. Kelly, what you working on? What's in your cup? Sabrina says, okay, thank you. That's what color I was thinking of, and I couldn't see the colors on her Etsy. Mm-hmm. She when I got them, I was thinking that maybe she had found it because in my mind, well, actually, coral. I mean, bronze for me are about the color of my glasses. Where's the side part? That's bronze to me. And these, it's close, but I've never worked with a 3D printer before, so I like them. They're light. I'm happy, but for me, this is bronze. There we go. But so you were right, Sabrina. Oh my, what a time to pop in. I worked in healthcare for 35 years and horror stories of inanimate objects. Christina, I had a 16-year-old who put a guitar wire, speaker wire up his urethra and got it coiled around in his bladder. And they had to call his mother to get permission to take him to surgery to remove it. And he's like, no, 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 don't call my mother. You can't tell my mother about this. And I'm thinking, why would you be inserting things up that way anyway? Because anytime we have to catheterize the patient, they have a hissy fit. He's doing it on purpose. And they're like, well, he was stimulating the prostate from that way instead of the other way. And I'm like, I didn't know you could reach the prostate from that way. Okay, I guess it works, but why would you want to do it that way? I'm like, okay. Yeah. New drama every day. Zoila is crocheting while waiting for a parking spot before she can take her mom to dinner. She hates hospital food. What are you up to, Marsha Lee? Your mother's in the hospital still, Zoila? I'm sorry. And she hates hospital food. I can understand that. Before lockdown, our patients would call, used to be skip the dishes, like DoorDash, and just have them bring them food. My hospital, though, had good pizza. Yarn Barf is speaking to Jeannie Proverbs 31. I had 3 cousins that worked at Columbia Presbyterian in New York City. One used to fly from Georgia to New York City every day. Fly? She was in pediatrics. She flew daily? Girl, that's dedication. See, more than 30 minutes in the car, I'm done. Fly? Mm-mm. Grammy Colleen, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Lauren says, oops, slipped and fell on an action man and a sweet potato today. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, we've had some people claim they slipped and fell, and we were like, you slept and fell with no pants on, right? Okay. You walk around the house naked? Oh, okay. Yeah, that, sure. Yeah. And I won't begin to tell you what the drunk people did. It was just like, if you are that drunk, you need to go home. Yep, light bulbs and gerbils, girl. Light bulbs, gerbils, battery operated things, the vegetable bin. Oh, I lost it. Sears socket wrench, racket wrench got lost. You let go. That had to be surgically retrieved. It's metal. Why would you insert anything metal? Uh, uh, a wrench? And then everybody was going, okay, Sears has a lifetime warranty. Will they replace that? Racine, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I showed your little baby romper and your, what is that you're knitting? I know you told, but my thing was hiccuping last night. I missed it. Marshall says, Miss Gloria, how do you make your crochet sweaters? Do you do panels or drop down? Okay, Miss Gloria, I will get to the answer. Oh, I forgot Marshall's thing will read to her now. So, yeah, oh my God, ouch is right, Sabrina. Yeah, Joy, I was like, ooh. Kelly started an Afghan and have some water, and she saw some weird x-rays of trophies where they should not have been when she worked in radiology. Kelly, you worked in radiology too? I worked in radiology, and then I went over to CAT scan. Honey. Yeah. It oh, Laura says, I would love to work in radiology, but I don't think I'm professional enough. Honey, there are times when a couple of times I just had to turn around and walk back out the room, take a deep breath, and then turn around and walk back in because I was like, I can't say that. I just have to leave. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Maribel. Thank you for coming in. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And we are we started on the brilliance of people who come up with the first of whatever, and now we have downgraded to people and their inanimate objects being investigative. I think that's a word. Coffee in my cup and working on some granny squares. Maribel, that means you have to sew them together. Or will one of your sisters sew them together for you? Shawty was sick when she came over last week, so I did not get to show her how to sew squares. I'm going to teach her how to do my sewing for me. Weaving in my ends. Oh, Shanita, so good to see you from Kansas. Girl, what's your weather like? It's not bad here today. I think we're going to get up to 85. Nothing in her cup. Granny square blanket on her hook. Just want to get into bed and go to sleep. Yeah, I hear you. Hi, Sally. So good to see you. I thought about taking a nap, but then the police helicopters were going around my subdivision, and I had to go find out what was going on and make sure all my doors were locked because I commend the police for trying to keep me safe. But let me know when you're coming over here to protect and serve because it's kind of scary in the interim. Yesterday, I was awoken at just before 6 with the FBI doing a raid at the house across the street. It's like, really? So then, of course, I had to stay up and find out what in Sam Hill was going on, because I've never seen an FBI raid before. And this was kind of like, what were they doing? And how many of those people are you taking away? Because I want them gone. They're still here. It's like, please don't tell me you made a mistake, because I want those people gone. They've got 11 kids in that house. 11 children. I counted going back into the house. It's too many kids. Seriously, you can buy glass items of the reputable variety. So why light bulbs? As for small rodents, large rodents, German shepherds, anything with 4 legs. I do believe I've heard stories about Pet Shop Boys, not specifically the band. Yeah. Anything with fur, anything of another species, okay? Stay within your own kind. And I'm not talking race, I'm not talking ethnicity, because I'm Heinz 57. I'm speaking of cats, dogs, gerbils, horses. And Miss Gloria does panels, because Miss Gloria does not mind sewing things together, because she does all that fringe on her necklaces and it is beautiful. And Racine is crocheting a Tunisian blanket from Jada in Stitches out of Kent. Jada in Stitches out of Canada. And that is this month. Oh, this month's Stitch to Learn. I hate when the phone corrects what you're trying to type and you know what you're doing. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I know what she's talking. Yeah, Jada and Stitches is doing Tunisian this month. Right. Because when you got the situations, I'm like, is there somebody new on the YT? No, I remember that. Yeah, she's doing that. Sandy, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Hi, Steve. Welcome in. What have you got going on? And Kelly says, me either. Girl, you know. Daphne says, I can imagine if you work in the medical field, you will see the weirdest things. Daphne, when I went to work in the medical field, I was a naive 18 years old, and I had no idea of the imagination of adults. Forget the kids, adults. Like, why? Who who told you that was okay? One of the night techs from Nigeria asked the young man why he did that, and the young man says, it feels good. And I was like, okay. Lauren says, I'm lowering the tone. I will hush. Girl, see, it's like, it's an education when you work in the health field. It really is. The things people do all in the name of pleasure. Forget all of the assaults and the violence and the beatings and the rapes and the muggings and all that. Just the things they do for pleasure is mind-boggling. But then I spent 16 years in the Catholic school. I didn't know that kind of stuff. And the last, my 4 years of high school, I was in an all-girls school. I was Miss Innocent. I would adjust my halo, but when I got into healthcare, it was like, they do what? With what? And they put it where? because they want to. Oh, they did that on purpose. Mm. Christy went to a county college and she wanted to go into radiology. She wound up moving away. I'm sorry. Never got past the first semester. Girl, I was 3 years into a 4-year program before I found out about barium enemas. I said, you all should have told me that first year. I don't. Mm-mm. Yeah. Kim, hi. You're drinking coffee and working on dolphin fillet crochet. Oh, yes, your curtains, girl. If you want to see some beautiful fillet, go over to Kim's Crochet and Knits. She is doing some beautiful curtains in thread. I've seen them. I've got a pattern book for things like that. Have I sat down to do it? Nope, it would never get done. I don't crochet that fast. Thank you, Nightbot. And there is a link. Lauren is wondering if anybody has rocked up to A&E with the crochet hook related incident. um, I have not seen one. Did we have a knitting needle incident? I have not even seen a knitting needle incident. Unfortunately, I have seen knives through the skull, and I'm like, she either had really, really soft bone or you were really, really unhappy with her. But yeah, no crochet hooks and no knitting needles. I am on my own on those squares. Oh, Maribel, I'm sorry. Oops, Cap. That's okay, Kim. I knew they were stuck. I knew you weren't yelling at me because I was like, I'm not that far behind. Kim shouldn't be yelling at me yet. Oh. Kim's talking to Nightbot. Nightbot's been good today, I'm happy to say. Thank you, Nightbot. Shanita says her temperature is 93. Girl, keep it over there, okay? Because last week when my temperature was 93, my heat index was 103. I'm happy with it not being like that this week. I even got out and mowed my front yard last night because it was looking. I would have given myself a ticket. My yard looked so bad. It was horrible. And then it had the nerve to rain. It is 82 and it feels like 84. Yay. Hooray for my team. It is about time I had some decent weather here. Where is my... Let's see. Jennifer sent me a WIP. Where is it? I don't know. It's around here somewhere. So, how do I keep losing WIPs? I need a secretary. That's Racine's. Where's Jennifer's? Racine, Racine, what is that you are knitting? She probably answered me and I just haven't gotten to it in the chat. I have new glasses and I can't see. I can see, but they're different. They're lighter than the ones I had before. So I'm a little off kilter. Okay. It's over here. Oh, I just moved the whole time. Oh, wait. I just found it. Wait, there it is. Wait. Lord. You know, it's bad when you know where it is and you still can't find it. Oh, shoot. No, she did not. Holy smokes. Dinky Craft Jennifer is diamond painting. Wait, I'm on the wrong tab. Lord Jesus. Let's see. And I'm frowning, not because I can't see, because I'm trying to concentrate. It's not working for me. It's not working. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gracious, Jennifer. I love it. That is absolutely beautiful. Ooh. I got Shorty a unicorn diamond painting for kids for her birthday. She's in seventh heaven. Now she's going to leave my diamond painting alone because she can do her own. I sat down and I showed her how to do it and how to keep it, covered so it would stay moist, and how to move the little beads if she gets them in the wrong spot before they dry. And she's having a good time. I'm expecting her mother to call me yelling at me because she's got beads all over the floor, but hey. Everybody speak. Tank, good to see you. Bad thunderstorms. Girl, you got rain again? I am sorry. Tank, do you have flooding? Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Tank, what is in your cup and what is on your hook? And hopefully you'll have power for a while. My signal is bad, so I don't have visual, just chat. Oh, Tank, I'm sorry. It's on you'll see it on the replay when you get a good signal. Because I was like, she put it in the group. She didn't. It's on IG. VJ, a couple of days ago, 2 youngsters with 2 guns were shooting in front of the building across the street. They were shooting in the air, pointing at windows like the Wild Wild West. Zoila, for heaven's sakes. Because, of course, they never teach you that what goes up has to come down. That is crazy. Hi, BFF Tank. What's up? What shenanigans are you up to? Tank, I did send VJ an email of my WIPs, 2 of Springs. You sent it in email? You didn't send it in message? Girl. Okay. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Talk amongst yourselves. I think I just heard my empty coffee pot croak at me. Hold on. Yes, I did. And the last thing I want to do is burn up my coffee pot because it's not pretty if I don't get my morning coffee. Or sometimes like today, my afternoon coffee, because today I just felt the need for caffeine. There are some days when I just have to be caffeinated, which is a whole lot better than some of the vices I could have, right? Oh, okay. Let's see. They could have. They could have, Christy, you're right. My signal is bad, so I don't have visual, just chat. I am sorry. Well, you know what? I'm glad you have chat, because when mine goes out, I don't have visual, I don't have chat, I don't have anything. Okay, I did send VJ an email. Okay. My email right now is just the spinning wheel. If I say I hate AT&T, do you think they'll shut off my service altogether? Lauren says, my pleasure is eating chocolate after my kid has gone to bed. Not a trip to A&E. Girl, some people, we used to have people that showed up every day. Every day. I said, you have better insurance than I do. Marshally, Tank doesn't have much of a signal, so there's not a whole lot she can do. Oh dear. Lovely. Guess who needs to clean out her email? Let's see. I didn't get anything from you, Tank. You didn't send it through Messenger? Because I didn't get it through email. Oh, Lord, now my thing just went out. Oh, you're just evil. Sorry, I got I'm gonna have to clean out my email because it's I should have enough room to receive emails, but there's nothing in here, Tank. So and if you've got a bad signal, it may just be hovering around someplace. Between your bad signal and my bad signal, it's a wonder we can communicate at all. Yes, Christy. Kim is very talented. And she's fast. Zoil says, Yornborf, it's so reckless. They could have killed someone. I'm glad no one was hurt, but the cops were knocking on everyone's doors. Pure stupidity. You mean nobody took a picture of those idiots and gave them to the police so they knew who they were looking for? Sandy is drinking water, working on a fancy motif, busy week with dentist, OBGYN, and chiropractor. Girl. In your mouth and up your ooh. Okay, Sandy. I am so sorry. I hope they found them. Hi, Miguel. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Tank says, open up and say, ah. That was Sandy. That wasn't Deneen. That was Sandy. Zoila says, I told my mom and son to stay away from the windows. It's so sad you can't be in peace in your own home. Girl, isn't that the truth? Because the first thing I thought is like, did you knock on the door? They may have opened the door. Did you really have to break the door in? Couldn't you just knock? Ring my doorbell. And then I'm like, oh, yay, they're going to have to stay somewhere else tonight. No, they were up half the night putting up a new door and putting in windows. And I was like, please do not say that you got the wrong house. Please, please, please. I want those people gone. They park in front of everybody's driveway, in front of everybody's mailbox. I should not have to go out and ask them to move their cars so that the mail person can get to my mailbox. They should have that much sense. Tank said, I said, hi, Ashley. I guess the weather didn't let it post. Girl. Yes, Sally, that's really scary. Racine says, they are both crochet. One is a romper and the other is a square that I am learning Tunisian stitches. Oh, that was a Tunisian hook. It wasn't a knitting needle. You said Tunisian. It did not occur to me that but it looked like a knitted rib stitch. It looked like knit and purl, but that was Tunisian. Okay, that's cute. And no, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing do-rags and baby rompers. And then I'm going to start, then our WIP It Wednesdays are going to be, we're going to pick a WIP and we're going to finish that WIP. We are going to work down our WIP pile. All in favor, say aye. And all opposed, give another suggestion for WIP It Wednesday. For the Tunisian square is called a knitted grib. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And Zoila is telling Tank they ran back into the building and I guess into... Hold on. Well, they just had an accident on the corner and jumped out and ran and left the car in the driveway across the street. But all the kids seemed to be okay. I'm like, I don't know what's going on around here. Thank you, Racine. Thumbs up. I appreciate it. Love and hugs to everybody. Please pray for me. I moved into a very quiet neighborhood. The older couple across the street from me, the lady died. The gentleman sold his house, and it has been a nightmare over here since Thanksgiving of 2020. Why people want to move into a quiet neighborhood with all of their drama is beyond me. I want them to move so badly. I hate anybody to be homeless, but I want them to move away from here. Well, it's 72 here, but we're under heavy thunderstorms and the humidity is 98%. Good God in heaven. Ashley did see, and hey, Marsha Lee. Tank sent a WIP picture. Okay. Let's see. Because and since everybody was headed this way, you notice I didn't go out to see if I needed to render first aid. I don't want them knocking on my door every 5 minutes talking about somebody got hurt. And now all of my things are spinning. Oh, Lord Jesus. I sent a WIP picture. Okay, let's see if we can do it this way. I hate my internet. And why it always does this on Wednesday when I'm trying to do a live. Tank, did you send it? Okay. In email from I Love to Crochet. Only thing I have an email from you is when we were talking about the puzzle yarn. I'll clean out my email tomorrow because it says it's 90% full, but I still have room to receive email. So I don't know. I don't have anything from you, Tank, but but about the puzzle yarn. Tank, send it through Facebook. Send it through Messenger if you can. Because I can pull my messages up on screen. I don't have anything from you, babe. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't the only email I have from you is when we were talking about the puzzle yarn. It's probably hovering over O'Hare somewhere. It went from Tennessee up to Chicago and it's coming back. Yeah, okay, Tank. Thank you, baby. Yeah. When I'll flag it when I see it so I can show it next time. Oh, hold on just a minute, please. Hold on. My poor neighbor, all she can see is all this commotion going on her ring, and she's like, "What's going on? Do I need to come home?" I'm like, "No, they just." She's like, "Who are all those kids?" I said, "Across the street." She's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "No." Yeah, we're praying for deliverance. VJ, my wheel bearing got replaced Monday, and Tuesday my car took me to the thrift store. See, that's what we needed your car up and running. Hi, Carrie, good to see you. Hi, Jennifer. I showed your diamond painting. That is beautiful. I love it. Zoila says, VJ, I saw the V-neck top that Ivy. Yes. Yes. I'm waiting for the tutorial. I asked her, was she going to write a pattern? She's ignoring me right now. I know it is beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I want one. I like the Gen Ivy top. I have not made it yet. That V-neck I'm going to make first. Yes, I agree, Zoila. I love it. Hi, Jeannie. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Girl, no, you are fine. We're having all kinds of drama over here across the street. These last couple days, we had an FBI raid. I've had the police helicopter hovering over my uh subdivision all afternoon, and now we just had a hit and run. I'm going to have to go see what's going on with that. My neighbor just called and wanted to know if she had to come home because she could see all this activity on her ring. Jennifer is on the bus home. Okay, girl. Hi, Carla. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Rochelle, it is so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Miguel saying hi to everybody. He was giving the chickens fresh water. That's okay, Miguel. You probably came on when I was making that mad dash to see what happened in front of my house, because I'm back here in the back. I have to plug into the router, so I missed all of that. I want my neighborhood cleaned up. Oh yeah, it was. All I heard was a crash, and I went running because I didn't know if it was my house. My car is in the driveway, and I'm locked in the house. I didn't know what was going on. If it was one of the kids, that was a quick, honey. I was a trauma tech. When you hear crash, you jump up and you run because it's all hands on deck. That first 10 minutes is crucial. Mama's old, but mama still got it. Angeline, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who stayed during my mad dash. Um it is what it is. I had to go see who was if everybody was still alive. Thank you, Carla. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you all didn't hear that big crash from where you are. That's good. I heard it here. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Yes, Joy. And we need prayer. We just need prayer. This is just it is crazy. We seem to live in next to each other. Are we neighbors, VJ? I have drama here almost every day. It's only been for 2 years. These people have got to go. They've got to go. They've got to go. They and whatever they're dealing with do not belong over here. Yeah, only one, but they're across the street from me. I don't appreciate it. My sister-in-law had a trouble house next door. They brought in and tore it down. Girl, they don't even have to tear the house down. It's a nice house. Well, it was a nice house when they moved into it. Can't tell you what it looks like now. But on the inside, it was nice when they moved into it. It's just too many teenagers. I must agree, people have lost their minds. Do you think it has to do with the heat? I don't know. Joy, well, your sister solved that problem, honey. Thank you, Queen Nadira. Thank you for coming by. I got my earrings on. Love my earrings. Love them, love them, love them. It's going to be better. We're going to make it better. We're going to sit on these people and they're going to either straighten up or they're going to get out. Because these last 2 days has been too much. I think I need a British moment in the form of a nice cup of tea. Girl, you need a British moment. Come on, let me chase you around my house a little bit. BJ is worked up. I hope things settle down. Honey, yes, me too. Thank you, Zoila. Thank you, Miguel. This is, hopefully it'll get better when the kids go back to school. But in the actually, I want them to move so their kids go to school from somewhere else. I don't want them to have to be here during the school year. I want them gone. I want them gone. I don't know who's doing what. I don't know who's not doing what, but there is too much confusion over here and they've got to go. I don't know why it's always referred to as a nice cup of tea. I mean, I haven't had bad ones since I tried it when I was 6. Because that's your phrase. Lauren says, don't use hot water from the tap is the main takeaway from that. Okay. Unless you put it in the microwave afterwards. And everybody's speaking. Anybody I missed? Hi, Sabrina. Anybody I missed, forgive me. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Oh, Miguel, how far are you from La Puerta, Texas? Because you know I want to make it La Puerta. Racine, I never heard of that port. I live in Wiley, close to Garland, Plano, Rock Wall. Ola Joe, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Pray for me because I'm about to rage war on my neighbors. They've got to go. Woohoo! I finally got a parking spot, so I'm heading in to take my mom's food. If I don't get back, have a blessed day and see everybody at Granny D. Yes, thank you, Zoila. Appreciate it. Hello, Treasure Woman. Thank you for coming by. I want to thank everybody for being here for me. You could have spent the last hour anywhere else, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Hi, Vicki. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for working and lurking. Here is Granny D's link. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. Please do a VJ raid over at Granny D's. I am going to switch computers so I can see what's going on in the front of my house. And I will be over at Granny D's as soon as I can change devices. Thank you, everybody who came by. I love them, Queen Nadira. It's always the wrong one. I love them. Thank you so much. They are so light and beautiful. I appreciate it. Okay, Sabrina, go to Queen Nadira's Etsy shop and leave her a comment, and she will get back with you. She is very quick. Lauren says you can't microwave tea. Girl, I microwave tea all the time. Okay, she doesn't have all the pictures yet. My Britishness died a bit on the inside. I'm sorry. No, it's not. No, it's not, Miguel. We don't have an HOA. We are our own HOA, and I'm about ready to do something. Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the peace. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. We're going to do a VJ raid over at Granny D's. I'm going to go switch devices so I can monitor the front of my house because we're having drama across the street. And yes, girl. That's because I heard the crash. So I have to go make sure that my house is okay from this crash that they just had out front. So thank you, Miguel. Thank you, everybody. Wear your mask, socially distance. It's not over yet. We still have family members here in the YT that are succumbing to it, and we pray for each and every one of them. Thank you, Mary Bell. I appreciate it. Everybody stay safe. Please keep me in your prayers because I am on a mission to get these people moved from across the street. I may fail, but it will not be because I am not going to try. I'm putting my best foot forward because I can't live like this. I've had it. Overdone. I've had it. It may be hot. It may be, I don't know what. They may be innocent victims, but I've had enough. Yeah, it's been quite the deal. Andrea, it's been quite the deal. But I thank you all, love you all, see you all at Granny's. Bye bye.